Kirk trying to win it to Thielen, caught at the 5!
I got 3 words for you. You like that?
No!
What's going on, guys? It's Nick, back with Skull Network, and welcome to Week 4 picks. Now, after last week, it was a little weird. I ended up going 11.5 and 4.5, and I just counted that Bengals and Eagles game as a tie because I didn't know what else to do. So that's how things went last week. It was, I'm pretty sure, the best week of the year for me, and I don't think we need to waste any time. Let's just get into Week 4 picks. First game of the week is obviously Thursday Night Football with the Broncos versus the Jets, and this is definitely the toilet bowl of the week. Both of these teams, well, one of them looked a little promising at the start of the year, but with all the injuries, Denver is going to start falling off here pretty soon. The Jets have already fallen off. But, for some reason, I like the Jets in this one. I'm going to put this as my upset of the week, and I think the Jets are going to pull out their first win here. I don't know why, I just have a feeling. We're going to start Sunday off with the Saints and the Lions. The Saints got beat down by the Packers, kind of as I expected last week. That pass defense kind of struggled against Aaron Rodgers, and the Lions squeaked out a win against Arizona, and it was actually pretty impressive. But that doesn't mean that I am going to be having the Lions win. I think the Saints bounce back in this one, and they're going to take the win here over the Lions. Next, we're going to talk about the Chargers and the Bucks, and the Chargers disappointed me a little last week. They ended up losing to the Panthers, which I personally didn't expect, and the Bucks, they won another game. I'm kind of liking how they're looking. Pieces are working pretty well together. Everyone's healthy. I have the Buccaneers in this one. I don't know if the Chargers can keep up with Tom Brady and the Buccaneers offense, so I'll take the Bucks. Next, we're going to talk about the Jaguars and the Bills. Jaguars lost to the Dolphins on Thursday night last week, which was kind of rough for them. Bengals obviously tied to the lowly Philadelphia Eagles. I have them bouncing back this week and taking out the Jaguars. Kind of another upset. I'm still banking on the Bengals eventually winning a game with Joe Burrow. Next, we're going to move on to the Vikings and the Texans. As we know, the Vikings had that heartbreaker that I talked about in the last video. The Texans are also 0-3. They've had a little bit tougher of a schedule than us. This is all going to be dependent on if this game even happens. As we all know, the news with the Vikings and Titans COVID stuff. So far, no news on if any Vikings players or staff have caught in the virus. I liked what I saw last week. As I said, things look a lot better from the Vikings. I'm just going to take them in this. I don't know why, but I'm going to do it. Vikings. Next, we're going to move over to my lock of the week. This is going to be the Seahawks and the Dolphins. The Dolphins, they picked up their first win. Good job, guys. You're not beating Russell Wilson. Seahawks win. Next, we're moving on to the Steelers and the Titans. I cannot wait to say this. The Titans cannot play against actual good teams. The Vikings played well last week. The Steelers are just a much better team overall. I don't think Tennessee is going to be coming out of this one undefeated. I think they finally took their first loss against Big Ben and that crazy defense that the Steelers have. Next, we're moving on to the Browns and the Cowboys, and it's a little weird because the Browns currently have a better record than the Cowboys. I'm going to make this one really quick. I like the Cowboys a lot more in this one. I don't know why. It's just something is weird about the Browns. I don't know. They sucked for too long to go 3-1 or anything close to that. So I'll take the Cowboys. Next, we're going to talk about the Cardinals and the Panthers. Cardinals got beat last week by the Lions. I don't know how you guys pulled that off. I don't know if I can ride the Kyler Murray train very much longer. I'll give them another week, as I'll take the Cardinals over the Panthers, who surprised me last week, taking out the Chargers. But as I said, I'll ride the Kyler Murray train a little longer. I'll take the Cardinals. Next, we're moving on to the Colts and the Bears. I feel like this one could be interesting. As of right now, I'm not sure who's starting for the Bears. If it's Nick Foles, I genuinely do think they will beat the Colts. If it's Mitch Trubisky, it's kind of a toss-up between the two. I will put on record that I hate myself. I guess the Bears are going to go 4-0. Okay, next we have the Ravens and the Washington football team. This was also almost my lock. I just like the Seahawks matchup a little better. That should tell you that I am 100% taking the Ravens over the football team this week. They didn't play super well against Kansas City, but in reality, who has this year? And I'm not going to talk any further about this. Ravens win. Next, we're moving on to the Giants and the Rams. This was also a candidate for lock of the week. Giants are in shambles. They're one of the 0-3 teams. And the Rams, they almost squeaked out a win against the Bills, a very good team. I don't think that they really give up much in terms of anything against the Giants, so I'll take the Rams. Next, we're going to talk about probably the game of the week. I mean, the Chiefs always play the game of the week. It's the Chiefs and the Patriots. Pat Mahomes playing out of his mind as usual. 5 total touchdowns last week on 385 passing yards. I don't remember, something like that. And Cam Newton, he's still playing well. I just don't think that anyone can keep up with Kansas City. I think they move on to 4-0. Next, we're going to talk about the Bills and the Raiders. This is going to be the last of the afternoon games on Sundays. And the Raiders, while they have played pretty well this year, the Bills are kind of on another level. Josh Allen continues to make his case for MVP pretty strong, and I think the Bills come out of this game 4-0. I take them over the Raiders. Moving on to Sunday Night Football, this game probably looked like a really good game at the beginning of the year. Not so much anymore. I mean, the Eagles, what are they going to do this year? Just keep losing? Even if Nick Mullins starts, I'm still going to take the 49ers, but especially if Jimmy G starts, 49ers will take this one. It's just been tough for the Eagles this year. I'm sorry. I mean, I know your pain. I'm watching the Vikings right now, and God knows it sucks, but I'll take the 49ers here. And moving on to the last game of the week, Monday Night Football is going to actually, well, in Monday Night Football, maybe. We don't know what's happening with the Titans game, whether it's going to get moved or whatever. The current Monday Night Football, the only current game of Monday Night Football, is the Falcons versus the Packers, and the Packers are really looking unbeatable. I hate to say it. Every time I compliment something that the Packers do, or how they're doing in general, I really want to die. But it's tough. Aaron Rodgers is playing incredibly well. I don't know if anyone can stop that passing attack. It's absolutely ridiculous. The Falcons playing well. Matt Ryan, putting up a lot of yards. Not as many wins as they'd probably like. I think the Packers also come out of this game 4-0. I'm taking the Packers. Please don't hate me. Please. Everyone that hates the Packers, all the Vikings fans watching this, please don't hate me. Please. All right, and that is going to end off Week 4 picks. Who knows if Week 4 is even going to happen? Who knows if COVID is going to take over the league within the next few days? I don't know, but let's just hope that football keeps going on, and let's just hope that we can keep enjoying one of the small, beautiful things that we have left in this world, that being football. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the button down below to subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Share it if you want. Crack Dealer on the street. Give it to him. You already know. And this has been Nick with Skull Network, and I will see you guys in the Vikings versus Houston Texans recap coming out on Monday. Adios.